Hey guys, how is everything? As always, I am having technical difficulties. Sorry for being a couple minutes late there, but it's always the way it is, right? You think you've got everything figured out, and then before you know it, it's just a whole gaggle fuck of bullshit. I swear. You know, half of the things that I believe that go right on this show are never actually 100% true. But for those of you that are my regulars, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great week. I know it's been a little crazy this week. We have had news story after news story. If it's not Elon Musk, it's Kanye, Alex Jones, Tim Pool again. We're going to talk about it tonight too. Tim Pool made it again into the news. He got swatted again, and we're going to go over that in detail here very soon. And among other things, we have obviously my title for Balenciaga Avatar. Several people have seen the new woke feminized Avatar, so get ready for that. Whoa, what's up, Hiawatha? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing very good. Missed you, man. Um, but I want to start off tonight with a little bit of I'm gonna do the Balenciaga as the last news story before we get into the videos. But I wanted to make my point very valid before we ever even talked about that. I don't like it when any type of corporation whatsoever tries to involve children in anything that's nefarious or demonic or sexual. I think it is one of the worst things that you can possibly do. And I know that Balenciaga has been defended by several of the mainstream news and the actors and actresses in Hollywood and all the weird fucked up people that take all the drugs and have all the psychotropics. But at the end of the day, if you do anything to kids, you deserve to burn in hell. So all of you that are watching this, that are a part of that group, I'm talking to you. You deserve to burn in hell for all eternity. All right. So, hello, where's Halo, dude, good to go, bro. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And because I didn't know what Balenciaga was, I much like the person that is now in charge of Disney, I didn't hear about Balenciaga and I didn't know what they were until I saw the news. So yeah, it is what it is. I heard on the radio, Hiawatha, LA. I was like, what? Nah. But okay, I don't want to. It's the last story we're gonna do on the news, so I'll save it for last. You always save the best for last, so that's the best one. So let's jump right into it, everyone. The first ones are this one is about I call it the Dems mucking it up. It's a gateway pundit. You guys know how I feel about the gateway pundit. It's hit or miss, and sometimes the gateway pundit likes to say things more than prove them. So, as I always tell you guys, take gateway pundit with a grain of salt. You got one more comment here, Hiawatha. See, nobody normal did. You're right, man. I mean, they're a clothing line. I'm like, why is a clothing line doing this? It doesn't make any sense. So, all right. So here it is, David Brock's playbook on how far left is going to target and destroy the GOP Congress in 2023, like they did conservative media in 2017. Now, this right here is, even when I tried to blow it up on my phone, when I took a picture of it, I really couldn't make out what it is. But they're saying that this is the corrupt actors leading today's far-left Democratic Party are at it again. The Gateway Pundit uncovered their playbook on how they are going to target and destroy the GOP Congress starting in 2023. I think this is kind of redundant. You guys tell me how you feel about this. That's fine. I mean, look, we know what they're doing. Hey, wow, there's that picture again. We've known what they've been doing. So I really hate it when they do stuff like this. Dislike it extremely. Because it's just more of the same shit. The Democratic Party has taken over or has been taken over by corrupt individuals who use criminal techniques to target and destroy their competition on the right. No shit. It has been easier for them. I mean, stuff we've been screaming for years, man. For them, since the leaders of the GOP either don't seem to care or don't fully grasp the destruction of America caused by these far-left fascist communist groups. Those are becoming buzzwords, by the way, and their weak opposition. In 2017, after President Trump ran away with the 2016 election, the far left was outraged and ready to do anything to stop Trump. That is true. All the videos that came out, people screaming and yelling, them live taping people on shows. The Gateway Pundit reported on their leaked report where they planned out how they were going to destroy the most effective conservative-leaning websites on social media. A year or so later, we revisited their efforts and were amazed at how successful they were in shutting down or severely censoring conservative opposition's social media platforms. Now, for those of you people that have been sleeping under a rock, basically what they're saying is dude, Apex, what's up, bro? Man, Shadow, what's up? I got everybody here tonight. Thanks, guys. How you doing? Hell, Vincent Awata. Guys, Apex, man, welcome. Apex, I haven't seen you in a minute, dude. I hope you're doing great, guys. Shadow, you're always welcome on my show. LA, we're saying hi to everybody. Guys, if you want to come on the panel, just let me know. I'll drop the link in the chat. You guys are always welcome on my show, everyone. Well, I should say my regulars are welcome on the show. Oh, by the way, guys, I got good news. If you go to my channel, for some reason I made a short and it had like 1,200 views within like 30 minutes. I mean, it's the most viewed video I've had ever. So I was pretty much geeking out about it. So yeah. But Fimbot coming soon. I know, right? Yeah, everywhere Apex goes, there's going to be a Fimbot. Hey, but Fimbots have souls too, Shadow. Fimbots have souls too. But anyways, for those of you that sleep under a rock, social media as a whole, save what, 3 apps? One created by Trump, one's Rumble, and I forget what the other one is. There's another big one out there that's it's kind of right leaning, but they've all been basically censoring anyone on the right. I mean, the biggest one being Twitter. Obviously, they were basically just censoring everybody, but they've also been affected in the movie industry, the comic industry, the gaming industry. They've been hitting us everywhere they possibly can. I mean, just go to Star Wars, go to Marvel, go to DC. I mean, look at what they just did to Marvel and DC in the comic industry, man. Wakanda, Flamanda, forever, right? Oh, we got Lemon in the house. What's up, man? Nice. Which one? It was a short that I just downloaded tonight. It's the one that it's titled Buffalo Rifle. Fembat, not Fembot. Oh, what's a Fembat? What's a Fembat? I don't know. I thought we were saying Fembots because every time I'm looking at your show, we always get those ads. I've only had one, I think 2, so that's what I was talking about. Beat me to it, Apex. Hell and Shadow Talks. Yeah. But no, I don't understand why people find this so hard to believe. I've on several occasions I've tried to explain to people several times that there is an ongoing, I don't know what you want to call it. Whoop, that's the wrong one. No. Why did it do that? I don't want to do that. No. It's like trying to put something in my browser. No. Oh shit, that sucks. Let's do this. Let's do that. But anyways, the whole concept of what is and what isn't going on in our social media today. But I have this to say to the people that still don't want to believe, that still don't want to listen. There is a constant, however you want to put it, there is everyone that is in Hollywood right now that hasn't left and have started to do something like independent movies. They're basically all on the same side. Okay. They all have the same basic concept. They all have the same basic stuff. Okay. The way the right is leaning, the right never wants to act upon it. The right never wants to really do anything about it. They talk a big game, and then they never really want to challenge people. They never want to do what is necessarily considered right. They'll flap their gums, and they're going to see some videos tonight. I'm going to show you. They're talking about how wrong certain things are and how this is supposed to be funny, but it's not funny. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's funny, but not funny at the same time. Because these sons of bitches have known about this for years and they haven't done anything about it. Let me catch up with chat. Okay, you guys saying hi. Hi, Shadowhawk. Finbat is Apex original character, hot vampire superhero with bulletproof. Ooh. Bulletproof breastplate. Now, was it a sexy small breastplate or was it like a big old breastplate? Because in the games, like chicks' armor is always like super small. Fembots are attacking Vincent's browser. Oh no, yeah, see, yeah, no, it for some reason. I guess I hit when I was trying to copy the link to StreamYard, it hit paste, so it put like all these letters in there and everything. So moving on to the next one, gentlemen. I can talk about that one forever. This is one of the funny, not funny things that I was telling you about. I mean, okay, I'm happy that the guy has, he's coming, and this guy's been pretty outspoken though. To give this guy credit, this senator has been incredibly outspoken, but no one has done anything about it. And a lot of the stuff he talks about is true. So check this out. Listen to this shit.
I want you to go vote. So I want you to go vote. I want you to.
Because I can't. Why is it not making noise? It played everything just fine.
Go vote.
Hey, can you hear that, guys?
Did I mention I want you to go vote? Look at it this way, folks.
Yeah, then blue.
If dead people can do it, so can
Is that
you.
guys? Is that playing for you? Can you guys
God
hear him talk? Because I
you.
can't hear him talk.
So I want you to go vote. I want you to go vote.
Is my headset
Did I mention I want you to
watching?
go vote?
Hell yeah, dude. Play those blues harmonicas.
Look at it this way, folks. If
I can't hear anything this dude's saying.
So can.
Yeah. And it's saying it's got full audio too.
So I want you to go vote.
All right. Well, that was rather
to
unenjoyable.
Vote.
I don't know why it's not playing for you guys. Normally Twitter plays. Damn, my computer's not being fun. There we go. But was that, guys? Could you hear that? Could you hear the video? Tell me in the chat if you could hear him, because I couldn't hear him. Dude, what's up, Timberghini? I haven't seen you in like a month, man. Welcome, dude. All right, let's try something else. Let's see if I can get something else to play. I know I've got a video in here. Let me see if it's my audio or not. Let's do. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Rachel Levine edit again. Let's see if this one works. Oh, this one isn't a video, though. But anyways, harvesting ballots are what the Democrats use since 2020. Hey, there was a reason why Donald Trump did not want the ballot harvesting. Okay, I mean, we can sit here and we can joke about it, and we can say that Trump was, that's why. Okay, yeah, for whatever reason it changed my audio. Okay, so yeah, but Trump didn't want the ballot harvesting. Trump didn't want the he didn't want mail-in ballots. Remember, he was trying to get us away from mail-in ballots. And then everyone was like, oh, you're trying, or I say everyone, the people on the left were like, oh, you're trying to suppress people's right to vote. It's like, dude, no, anyone can fill out a mail-in ballot. I mean, just saying the words out loud is like, wait a second. So you're saying that you're just going to have someone fill out a ballot and just mail it in? So technically someone could fill out the ballot and then mail it in for them, right? I mean, that's technically what we're talking about here. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen. I don't agree with a lot that Tim Pool says, but he made a very, very good point. He specifically was talking about the mail-in ballots, and he was saying that, hey, here's what they do. Okay, so you go to like the sardine can style, place, right? You go to New York, and if you send out 500 people and have them bang on doors and say, have you filled out your mail-in ballot today? Well, here, just check Democrat. There you go. Thank you so much. Here, I'll mail that for you. You get 500 people doing that and have each one of them bang on 100 doors a day. That kind of answers your question for you. All right. Does he want us to go vote? Yeah. No, he doesn't want. Here, I'll replay it again. Now that I have the audio on my thing working. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm calling it funny, but not funny. Yeah, pause. Yeah. And share that screen. Technical difficulties. What's the video? Emotional damage. I've seen that damn thing so many damn times. All right.
So I want you to go vote. I want you to go vote. Did I mention I want you to go vote?
Yeah, maybe.
Look at it this way, folks. If dead people can do it, so can you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God bless.
Okay, now, and I'm gonna play another video at the end. There's a funny video of I'm only here for a moment, just about to eat dinner and saw you. Oh, dude, yeah, you're always welcome, dude. Timbergin, you come on anytime you want to, man. I'm at work. It's all good, Apex, man. I'm just glad you guys are here, bro. Bummer, Apex. I'll come on for a few. Like, yeah, man, come on, dude. Yeah, I got the link up there. You guys come on. Apex, you're always welcome, dude. Lemon, of course, man. You're always welcome. Timbergini, anytime, man. Please, Hiawatha as well. You know, I've been so busy with work, man. I really haven't been able to make any videos. You know, like I plan on making so many videos this last month, and I got so work finally got busy. So, you know, work takes precedence. You know what I mean? But no. What's up, Shadow? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, sorry about that, bro. My wife
No,
is
it's
just
all
talking to
no,
me
it's
for
all
a second.
it's all good, man.
What's
Yeah,
going on, man? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. How are you doing tonight, bro?
Good, good. Hey, I'm glad you feeling better, man. And I know you were.
Oh man, yeah, dude, yeah. And you know what? After I got sick, right? You know, I got sick again. Like I got the RSV, and then I got a cold. Like right after I had RSV,
Yeah,
I got a
you
cold.
got the double whammy. Yeah.
I got a double whammy. I was like, what the fuck, man? It's like I was like, okay, you know. But it all started with that poison ivy shit, dude. All of it started with the poison ivy, man.
Oh, that took down your immune system, and then the other shit got you.
And the other shit got me, dude. But no, man, like, and I started training again right after I got the poison ivy, right? So, you know, I was trying to come back, build myself back up, and then oh, dude. So it's just been kind of up and downhill. And man, I tell you what, dude, I haven't had this much snot come out of my body since I was like, you know, in elementary school. Seriously. All right. So,
dude, it's horrible.
Yeah, I know. So, and you know, back to what we were just talking about that dude over there. The senator, he's cool, man. The senator's cool. He actually does talk about a lot of things. Like I'm gonna play a video later on him from that same speech. He's talking about people. He calls them highly educated, stupid people that eat kale. So, and he does, man. The B-52 song from the '80s called "Whammy." I don't remember that one. I do like the B-52s.
I don't remember that one.
I like the B-52s. I love them, dude. They're good.
Oh,
but
yeah.
If you guys don't know who this is, okay, yes, that is a dude. Okay, all right, that is a guy, and yes, that is the Secretary for Health. Okay, now I don't know what his middle name was because I never heard of this bastard until afterwards, but so Rachel Levine, isn't there like a movie star or a singer name? Like, is it Avril Lavigne? Is that right? I think it's Avril
Lavigne. Yeah,
Avril Lavigne. Okay,
she was that little Canadian pop girl.
Yeah, little Canadian horror chick. Yeah, I remember her. Okay,
Yeah.
Rachel Levine calls on doctors to become ambassadors to normalize transgenderism. So, okay, and remember, you got to be careful because a lot of news sites will put words up here that aren't actually there. Okay, right. So let's see what it says here. The Biden administration's Assistant Secretary for Health, Rachel Levine, called on doctors to serve as ambassadors in the attempt to normalize transgenderism. Levine, a man who identifies as a woman, remarked, "I encourage all of you to think of yourself as ambassadors to your committees." Okay, so they're actually quoting him. All right, ambassadors for science. Okay, so wait, hold on. Wait.
How is that science?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm choking on this. Okay, hold on. So are we, because last time I checked, maybe he's referring to the fact that it is scientifically identified as a mental disorder. Maybe that's what he's doing. Come on, baby. Yeah, okay.
Technically, like you're doing inhumane experiments on people, so I guess that's.
Okay. And I've watched probably a dozen of these videos that I'm about to mention. I've watched several of these videos of the ones that are like 30, 35 years old. And they've been on all the pills for like 15 years. Okay. And their life is miserable because, you know, the first argument is that the self-deleting ratio was horrible for them because people were picking on him. Okay. But
but that's not it.
that's not it, because then they drop the stat that it actually increases just a little bit, not a lot, but it actually increases just a little bit after the self-deleting ratio, which is above 41%, by the way, okay, of the people that have the gender dysphoria. They actually, it doesn't make a difference when they actually have the surgeries or whatnot. But these videos that I watch, man, one of the videos, I'm not kidding. He had like a basket that was like, probably about that big. And it was just full of all these different drugs that he'd been taking over the years. Right. He was transitioning into a female. And like, he's like, man, I hate my life just because it's the fact that I've got to take all these drugs and everything's out of whack. And I've read some of these testimonials of the ones that transfer. They're like 25 now, like 23, 25, and they transitioned in like high school, and they kind of bought into the whole hype, because it was popular type thing. So that's what this guy's trying to do. And okay, now remember, he did not transition like these kids did. Okay, this guy transitioned when he was like 60. Okay, so he doesn't have breasts, he doesn't have his his penis cut off or anything. He's just a dude that wears female clothes. Okay,
and he grew his hair out, basically.
Yeah, he grew his hair. I call this class of transgenders, I call this class truckers in dresses. Okay, they're just dudes in dresses is all they are.
That used to be called a transvestite.
That's right.
It was just a dude dressing up as a girl. It still is, as far as I know.
Still is. There's trannies, and then there's this other thing and this other thing, but it all doesn't
the whole
matter.
tranny thing changed when they went to this transition, because it used to just be transvestite. You were just dressing up.
Yeah.
And then once they started doing surgeries, now it became transition. But see, they do that. They take the language and then they change it.
Yeah, and they change it.
And then they tell you you're a bigot because you use the past version of whatever the definition was. Right. They've been doing this.
No, you're right. Well, okay. Do you remember what was it called? Bloody Sunday, the movie with oh my God, what is his name? Not Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, right? Is that right?
Al Pacino, yeah.
Al Pacino, and he was robbing a bank.
Oh, it was Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day Afternoon. Okay, Dog Day Afternoon. Yep. He was robbing a bank. This was like in the 1970s.
Yeah,
right? And he was robbing a bank so that he could get money for his partner, who he was gay with, to have a sexual transition into a female. That was like 1979, right?
Yeah, dude, I remember that movie because I was young when I watched that, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
So I mean, like, it's not like this is something new. It's just this is what we're dealing with. So I'm entitling this article, "If this is true, we are so fucked." Okay, Dems. This is another one from Gateway Pundit, so take it as a grain of salt. Dems lower voting age to 16 in cities. Pelosi once said, "It's important to capture kids while they're in high school." Now, I want to point something out. They're quoting her. Okay,
capture them.
Yeah, capture. Yeah, I want to point something out though.
Wow,
they're saying Dems lower voting age as if it's something they've actually done. Then right here, it says Dems. This is why I say always be careful when you're reading Gateway Pundit, because they contradict themselves while they're reporting the story. Okay.
Well, it's clickbait, dude. They're trying to get you to.
It is. Yeah, you're right. Now, this is the story, though, right here. The next part is the real part of the story. At least I hope it is. So, Dems are trying to lower the voting age to 16. It's gaining steam in the country, which makes no sense to me because kids are actually more immature now than they were whenever we were kids. So, I don't understand that. I don't understand why they would want to do that. But hey, why would they not, right? Why would you not want to get more voters? The city of Oakland, Berkeley, Tacoma Park, Hyattsville, Greenbelt, Riverdale Park, and Mount Rainier all allow 16 to 17-year-olds to vote in municipal elections. That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Okay, so that's another one. Damn. That's what?
So
1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. So wait a second. Oakland, Berkeley, Tacoma Park, Hyattsville, Greenbelt, Riverdale, and Mount Rainier. Is that all in California?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes,
dude,
it
if
is.
you've got 16 and 17-year-olds voting with
Why do
mail-in
you think
ballots,
California is so fucked up, dude?
dude, but think about the mail-in ballots though, man. If their parents are just pencil fucking the ballots, right? Think about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Okay. So Boston is now trying to do it as well. The city council just approved petition allowing 16, 17-year-old
Ooh.
olds to vote in municipal elections. It is unknown if it will pass the Massachusetts legislature. The Democrat-led movement to lower legal voting age to 16, because right now it's 17, right? 17 is
No,
the
it's
legal voting
18.
age.
18.
I thought 17 you could vote, 18 you were a legal adult. I thought that's what the rule says because you can join the military at 17.
As far as
So
where I live, well, I mean, there's kind of an exception there because you can sign up for the military as long as you have your birthday before you actually start boot camp. But as far as
no.
voting,
There's a clause that says you can join the military if you've graduated, whether you're 17 or 18. So if you
oh, okay.
graduated high
So if
school,
you graduate early, you can
yeah,
still join.
you can still become, yeah. So like,
All right. Well,
so
they must have changed that since my time, bro. I'm old
but
now.
then again, it could have changed now. But I could have sworn a teacher told me when I was in high school that you could vote at 17, though. Maybe she was talking about just for like presidential election.
Maybe
I don't know.
special cases. I don't know, dude.
Maybe,
But yeah,
maybe.
here in my state, it's always been 18.
Okay, maybe it's Texas. Then I don't know. I'll just check on that.
But here's the crazy thing. We got okay, so you got to be legal voting at 18. You can join the military at 18.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be shipped overseas and be killed or have to kill other people at the whim of your government.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yet you can't have a beer until you're 21. And
Mm.
now in my state, you can't buy cigarettes until you're 21.
I mean,
What the
I'm
fuck?
a, okay. And what's weird is like when you're in the Corps, I'm talking specifically about my fellow Marine brothers and everything. Like we drink a lot. I mean, that's
Oh
like
yeah,
that's
I know plenty
that's
of
a part of
military
our
guys.
culture,
Yeah,
man. That's literally a part of our culture, dude. So
yeah.
it's like
I grew up in a military family, man. I didn't serve myself, but my brother did, my dad did, my grandpa, my uncle, everybody did.
But I mean, I don't, I'm not, I don't drink, I don't know if we've ever talked about that, but I don't drink, I don't smoke,
Right.
I don't do any drugs whatsoever. I don't even dip, dip anymore. I stopped dipping years ago. But
Oh, dude, I did that for a little while. Well, when I was, in cross country and stuff like that, I didn't want to smoke, so I was, chewing tobacco. You get that little nicotine rush, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, but it kept us awake. We did it mostly because like dip, specifically dip. That's what keeps us awake on patrol. That's what keeps us
Oh yeah,
awake whenever we're like doing like a fire watch and everything. Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, that stuff
As
keeps. Yeah,
yeah, but I mean it's an
it'll
age
make you
old tradition.
jumpy after a while, though, bro.
It does, man. But I mean, dude, when you gotta protect your brothers,
Yeah,
um,
it's not a bad thing to be jumpy, I guess.
yeah. All right. So now, for those of you that have not kept up with the Tim Pool controversy that's going on right now,
Oh
what we
shit,
know,
with Kanye or
yeah, with Kanye. Okay,
okay?
I've covered it enough. I'm getting sick of talking about it because it's everywhere. But Kanye keeps dropping bombs every like 12 hours, so it's like, damn, man, I can't even keep up. But the Tim Pool thing is kind of interesting because Tim Pool had Kanye on, and then Tim Pool came out as like, he said some pretty controversial shit recently that has gotten him in trouble with the left a lot. Then someone broke into one of his compounds and someone shot a 9mm and got it lodged in the wall. And the two guys that broke in, well, they said two people, I don't know if it was 2 men or not, ran out of a window. Okay. Well, the night that Tim Pool reported this, he got swatted again for like the 13th time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dude, that guy's been swatted so many times.
Dude, for people that don't understand what getting swatted is, let me explain to you what happens whenever
That's
you're
a
getting
life
swatted.
or death situation, bro.
Yes, yeah, you have police officers and heavily armored and heavily armed people coming to the place where you live, and they are coming thinking that there is like a death situation in the house, armed
Yeah, there's like
perpetrators,
some kind of
like
horrible violence going on.
yes,
Something.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so these guys are coming thinking that they're going into a gunfight. All right. And Tim Pool, I believe this makes number 13, if I'm not mistaken. You know,
Wow.
and people were making fun of him, like maybe you should calm it with the hateful rhetoric, just a suggestion. You know, like they're making fun of him, you know, like and I get really pissed about this shit too, because you know what, people
That's
don't
not
like
funny,
Tim
man.
Pool.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not, dude. Like I don't give a shit what Tim Pool has done to piss you off, dude. You don't send armed police officers to a man's house where he has his
No.
family, people that he cares about, knowing that there is a because in my opinion, it's attempted murder. Okay. At
Yeah.
the bare minimum, it's manslaughter, you know, attempted manslaughter. Like
Because
they know.
all it takes is one wrong thing for you to do, man.
Mm.
And one of those cops might take you out.
Here's a scenario. Okay, he lives in West Virginia. It's a gun state, just like Texas. Let's say they're outside during one of his broadcasts when they're swatting him, and dudes are outside shooting 22s at targets, you know, and the cops pull
Mm-hmm.
up ready for violence.
And they
Those
hear
dudes,
gunshots.
and
All
they
right.
hear,
Oh my
dude,
God.
yeah, I mean, the cops do not ask questions when it's a swatting situation. They come in,
No, they
they shoot, and then they ask questions later. Okay,
yeah.
so and I mean, you know, the more this happens too, I think Tim's being really smart about it. He's whenever Tim does a show, he has his security detail inside the house so that cops don't see them outside the house. And when the cops come now, he actually has like a security detail downstairs ready for the cops to come in to SWAT them. So he's trying to make it as less likely as possible, least likely as possible, for the police officers to have to do any violence, which is, you know, now that it's like number 13, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no kidding, dude. That's crazy. I thought it was like
yeah,
maybe like 3 or 4. I didn't realize.
lucky 13 times, dude. Okay, he got
Jesus.
I could be misquoting him, but I swear to God, he said he got swatted like 6 times in a month. It was something
Mm,
ridiculous like that. Okay,
that's
or maybe it
insane.
was 6 times in a season. I don't know, but there was a funny. So one guy did a
Dude,
clip
just
though.
imagine how much stress that is every time those assholes show up at your door.
Yep.
Oh my
Well,
God, dude.
you know who Bonnie Taylor Green is, right? MTG. You know who she is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
She came on Tim Pool, and then she got swatted the very next day.
yeah, yeah. I heard about
Okay,
that.
like I mean, and here's the part, and me
How
and
does that
Tim.
happen? She's a female. Where?
Okay, and here's the deal, man. You ask a very valid question. Okay, there comes a point when we as civilians, okay, we as people that live in this country have to ask a question. Is it the cops that are just being really stupid about this, or do the cops just not want to do their job and punish the people that are calling in the SWATs? Okay, now let's just say for the sake of argument, they're all using burner phones and throwing the burner phones away. Okay, fair enough. All right, so the cops can't trace it. Okay, I'm sure there's some way they could, but obviously they're not. So, well, but if the same guys are being called to SWAT Tim Pool's house for the 13th time, okay, you think maybe one of them is going to go, guys, maybe we should just send a patrol car out there, see if everything's okay. Because when he gets, because, you know, they SWAT him in the middle of his podcast, okay? All right. And so he's got to stop the whole podcast. Everybody's got to come out of the house. Everybody's got to be questioned. And then like 3 hours later, they can continue their podcast. So something like that. Okay. Peter Cimetti got swatted 2019. Which one is Peter Cimetti? That name sounds familiar for some reason.
Pete is alternate comics publisher.
No
King,
shit.
King Cryptid, yeah.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, they swatted Pete. Yeah, they didn't like what he was doing.
What was he doing?
He was criticizing Marvel and DC and publishing his own comic books. That's all it takes.
So he was just being a true comic fan and a true geek and just telling it like it is. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
People didn't like what he was saying, so they called the cops and said that he was trying to kill his wife or some shit.
But before we move on to this one, I mean, I just want to say this, all right? Like, look, there comes a time whenever all of us have to admit what's actually going on. Okay. And I know we have to be careful because we're on YouTube and we can't say certain things. And
Yes.
I know that we have to at least acknowledge the fact that there is something going on in our country, and that's why I created my channel. You know, I'm not doing this for clickbait. I'm not doing this so that I get a nice little fat check from freaking YouTube. That's not what this is about. Okay,
Right.
this is about stories like one I'm about to read right now. I try to find the stories that are not in mainstream media, and I try to find the stories that you guys aren't going to hear unless I put them up here. Okay. And for the last 6 years, 10 years, man, they've been just suppressing all of these stories. Like, here's something today that I had a conversation about this today. There are a lot of people that still to this day do not know that Biden shut down 3 pipelines in his first 17 days in office.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
3 oil pipelines. We were self-sufficient, guys. We were making our own fucking oil.
We were energy independent for the first time in like 35 years or whatever under Trump. We were selling oil to the fucking Arabs.
Yes, we
had so much
hand over fist money, dude. What was it? $1? I think it was $1.79, dude. Dude, I like what he said here. That's cool, man. Alternate comics, bringing back comics with spinner rack. Do you guys remember spinner racks, man?
Oh,
jeez,
bro, I grew up with spinner racks.
Oh, dude, that was
man.
That's just a different time, dude.
Me and Rex have been going through my collection lately, just kind of trying to evaluate what I got.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple of them. Yeah,
dude, I got a treasure trove of what shit? Now my brain is farting on me.
Farting.
Not the direct market, but the barcode ones, the ones that were just in the stores. You had to go track them down.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. Yeah, I was dedicated when I was a kid, man. But I had like 5 or 6 convenience stores and Walgreens and all that. So I just used to make the circuit and get everything I wanted.
Get everything.
I'd ride my bike everywhere.
I had but before my buddy, I told you about some of the ones I lost, but I had the first.
God, everybody's got these horror stories, man.
I mean, well, okay. To be fair though, man, I was a kid, and my buddy was my best friend. I had dinner with Aaron. He's my best friend. His parents, they're like my surrogate parents. I had dinner with them tonight. But he had it was the first time Ghost Rider met Hulk. And
bro.
Dude, it was a really good issue. A demon was trying to get Hulk to kill Ghost Rider, and I forget what issue it was, but it was such a good comic, dude. And it was like one of the rarest comics I ever had.
It was probably Mephisto. Was it a big red dude?
Was Mephisto the one that was against him, or was it Darkheart? I think it was Darkheart.
Well, Darkheart was later. I mean, well, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, well, dude, you're younger than I am. I gotta remember. Yeah, it might have been Darkheart.
I think it was Darkheart because after that, remember, and there's something else too. This is a movie that I would have loved to watch. By the way, remember when Wolverine, Punisher, and Ghost Rider fought Darkheart? Remember that?
I just showed off that issue tonight,
dude. Imagine that movie, bro. Logan and Frank just talking shit to each other, and the real Ghost Rider. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, maybe bring in Blade just for shits and giggles. I mean, dude. Because what was the trio?
You could even bring in Werewolf by Night, man.
Werewolf by Night. Well, Morbius too. Not that bullshit we just saw.
Yeah, Morbius. Not the bullshit Morbius.
And Super Spur. What's up, bro? I'm getting doxxed in here too. No, nobody's getting doxxed, bro. We're not doxxing anybody.
No, nobody's getting we don't dox people.
Dude, man, it's a wonderful hump day, bro. I got a long show tonight. I got so much news.
Oh, by the way, Vincent.
Yep.
As we're mentioning things, I don't know, and I would assume you did. You may have mentioned it earlier. I might have missed it, but today is fucking Pearl Harbor Day. Yes. And I didn't hear a damn thing about it on the
news,
on my local radio, on anything.
I play this game with people all the time. And what I do is I ask them stupid questions, or I say stupid questions. I ask them questions that they should know. And I don't get stupid. Like, okay, do I expect people to know the day of Pearl Harbor. No, I don't. Because, well, let's put it honestly. Unless you're military or your family, military brat or whatever, you're probably not going to know some of the important dates. I got that. But you know how many people I've asked what the significance of Pearl Harbor is that don't know what it is? And I'm not just talking about teenagers or 25-year-olds. No. I'm talking like 45-year-old people that are older than me, man.
Really?
They don't know what Pearl Harbor is, dude. Yeah,
Holy shit, dude.
I'll ask people to name the first president. They can't name George Washington, dude. Okay,
What the hell?
dude? Okay, here, you're right. This was gonna blow you. This was gonna blow you away. Seriously, I've actually asked people who Martin Luther King Jr. is. No shit.
And they don't know?
They have no idea.
Oh, come on.
They'll be like, wasn't he a saint? I've heard that one. Some guy asked me who was an actor. I mean, like, and then one of my favorite ones, of course, is Abraham Lincoln. People don't know who Abraham Lincoln is. A lot of people don't know that he was the first Republican president. They have no clue. None.
Yeah.
No clue at all. So, but yeah. So, all right. So here's the next story, guys. This one's awesome. This was one of the favorite ones for me. What else are they willing to lie about? Indiana school compels staff. Here it is, guys. Look, to hide gender support plans from parents. Okay, now, if, again, going back to like 2016 when Trump first became president, there was this massively huge story about I believe it was 2019 about a Virginia father whose daughter was sexually assaulted in a bathroom by a dude in a skirt. Okay. And then they changed it from him being a transgender to being a non-binary so that because remember, their biggest argument back when Obama illegally made it legal for people to go in whatever bathroom they wanted. He did an executive order on it, if you guys do recall.
Right. Yeah.
That was Obama. All right. They were like, wait a second. If anybody can go into any bathroom they want, what's going to keep like perverted dudes and perverted women going into the bathroom
and hanging out? And exactly.
Okay. Like, are you just forgetting common sense? But see, that's just it though. There is no common sense. So check this out. Okay. Exactly. It's the logical arguments don't make sense to them because, well, they don't care about the logical arguments, guys. That doesn't matter to them. Okay.
Well, it doesn't fit their agenda.
Yeah, exactly. Their ideology, their death cult. Yeah. So look how redacted this is, by the way. You see this shit? Look at that. Because they didn't want to dox anyone. All right. So an email unearthed by parents at an Indiana high school, Indiana again, has revealed a district.
Does it say where in Indiana?
It doesn't say where. They might go. Let's see here. I don't see. Okay, we'll go. All right. District-wide support plan for students undergoing gender transition and a policy to withhold and hide information from students. Dude, and this is another thing. Okay, you shouldn't be able to do anything to your body whatsoever until you become an adult. And I think, and it's just my opinion on this, I don't think that parents should even have the ability, because we had a case in Texas. It was a horror, a nightmare. It's still going on, actually. I don't think parents should even have the ability to have their child have any type of sexual transition. Period. Until a kid turns 18 and graduates high school, okay, they should not be able to do anything to themselves. Period.
Well, I mean, even if you just go strictly the biological argument.
Yeah, I mean, or the maturity argument, and you can even tell people that your brain doesn't stop developing until you're like 23. Like you don't even actually know who you are until you're like 23, 24. Not really. An August 16th email sent by counselor at Pendleton Heights High School in Pendleton, Indiana, informed teachers that a student had changed genders, provided new pronouns, and said teachers should not inform the student's parents because they were not supportive of the decision. Now, here it says to blah, 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 all these different teachers in response to something, blah, 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 would like to be called this preferred name. He prefers the pronouns he, him, so it's a female. Family is not supportive of this decision, so any correspondence home or in reference to students should remain as, I guess, a secret. Go to person is me, or in the event he needs to speak to someone, please make sure to make note of this. Now, and also remember this too. We have several. Oh, dude, Carol, what's up? Oh, Carol, I emailed you. All right, check your email. Welcome, Carol Supersberg. Today I got banned twice off Discord for having an opinion and my cat profile. Okay. Dude, I've been banned off of so many platforms, man. Okay, so now on this note, okay, on this certain topic right here, okay. First off, feeding into a person's delusion, case in point, if my grandfather was suffering from dementia, which he is right now, he can't remember anything past like 5 minutes in certain conversations, okay. Well, if my grandfather would have walked up to me and telling me that he's an astronaut and that he's got to go to NASA, obviously I'm not going to let my grandfather go to the car and drive. He can barely drive the lawnmower in the front yard. So feeding into someone's illusion is not healthy. It doesn't help anyone. It hurts them. Okay. So the fact that they're even doing that in the statements and everything, and the fact that they're actually hiding this from the parents, I don't know if there is a legal law that says that is illegal, but if it's not, it should be. I mean, like anything, because if I'm not mistaken, isn't there somewhere in like the guidelines of the school that anything that could be considered unhealthy for the child has to be reported for the parent, like bullies and stuff like that? I swear I've heard that somewhere before. But this article, a picture taken of an email from Counselor McCord to teachers of the mentioned student obtained via a South Madison parent. The school's counselor email concluded by telling teachers that if the student wanted to talk, she was to be sent to one of the two counselors. It's not yet clear what grades or ages K through 12 instruction are covered by the school district policy. This particular email from a high school counselor, however, infuriated local. I bet it did piss off parents and teachers. I mean, just think about it, man. And imagine the teachers that are parents, like imagine how conflicted they are, the ones that don't agree with this shit, and they're having to just sit there and eat it because it's their job. Jason Payne, a parent with a child in that school district, South Madison Community School Corporation, told the Daily Signal in a text, this is, by the way, this is Daily Signal, if staff at South Madison are willing to lie to parents about this, what else are they willing to lie about? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Payne, deserve an award. How can I be assured my kid is safe while he's at Pendleton if they can't be trusted to be honest with me? I mean, now I don't want to look too much into this because, we can go down a huge rabbit hole and we can say a bunch of things that don't make any sense. And I don't want to do that. But if they're not reporting this, he has a very valid point. What else aren't they telling him? How many assaults have happened, guys? Again, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole too much, but let's just think about this from a logical perspective. We know assaults happen, whether they are physical, just beatings, or sexual. How many of them haven't been reported? Because we know Indiana already didn't report one. We know Virginia didn't report one. This was an artist animator server too, which surprised me. Dude, you know what? I got banned. I can't say who it is. I can't dox them or I'll get sued. I got banned from a gun range that's a very well-known gun range that I had a membership to because a soccer mom overheard me talking about armor-penetrating ammunition to an armor smith that makes bullets in a gun range. And the police were involved and everything. And I was talking to the investigator because they actually assigned an investigator to the case. I was like, so let me ask you a question. You just tell me this honestly. If I'm not supposed to talk about ammunition in a gun range, where am I supposed to talk about it at? And the cop didn't miss a beat. He goes, well, said my name. And he goes, you should probably have those conversations in private where no one can hear you. And I was like, dude, that's just bullshit. You know it's bullshit. You're saying that because we're on a recorded line. Like, I told him this too. I was like, dude, I will say whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want to say it. You guys should have told the soccer mom to shut her fucking mouth and mind her own fucking business. But you didn't, because she was probably paying a lot of money to the city. And it's a richy rich. I had a membership there. You know, it costs like, $1,500 a year to have a membership. That's no shit, man. Okay, you got to pay it monthly. You know, I mean, it's a pretty expensive thing. So yeah, Super Spurg, I know exactly what you feel, bro. Okay, cool. But no, so all I want to say this, I want to move on because we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. All I want to say in this is look, for those of you out there that are watching this, and I started talking about this years ago, back when the whole unicorns, and I've told you guys about this before, magenta and pink were everywhere. Watch your kids, man. Okay, granted, we don't have to worry about kidnappings as much and, like stories of Adam. But the predators now are in the schools, okay? Not every teacher's a predator. But, dude, they know they can get away with shit now. They know they can do things, and there's this whole group on the other side of the law that will protect them and let them do this shit, okay? Genderqueer was in elementary schools, and that was a collegiate level book, and they snuck it under the radar into thousands of schools. It didn't happen by accident. All right, it's not a conspiracy. Okay, Shadowhawk, you disappeared, bro. Where'd you go, man? When you want to come back, bro, just hit the link, dude. You can come back, man. All right, so let's get this off. Let's go to the next story. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, dude, I found this one. I'm not as you guys know, I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes or marijuana, weed, whatever. But I did find it interesting and I still find this interesting, that the government wants to suppress the legalization of marijuana still to this day. I think we're up to, what is it? Is it 27 states that have legalized it in some way, shape, or fashion? So at the direction of POTUS, that's President of the United States of America, guys, we're continuing to examine how marijuana is scheduled. We're looking at what the evidence tells us, and that will guide that we do. And that will guide what we do. All right. So basically he's saying, we haven't made a decision if we want to legalize it, countrywide. Now, okay. I've been pretty adamant about this. There's not a lot of reports. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but how many raging fathers smoke a joint and then go and assassinate their whole family and then commit self-deletion on marijuana? Now, ask how many have done that in a drunken stupor with alcohol. It's probably in the millions by now, if we go all the way back to the 1500s or whatever. But yeah, kind of funny how that works out, right? So, some of these replies here are funny. Our Biden Secretary update on marijuana scheduling review direct, blah, blah, blah. The head of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, says that the Biden administration is committed to supporting evidence-based policies. Now, here's the truth of this. Okay, this is the truth. They're trying to figure out a way, just like they did to the natural growers, to tax the hell out of this like they do tobacco, to where they can make just as much money as the growers and the people that sell it. That's what it's about. Haha, if there is any question at this point, maybe you are the wrong person for the job. I mean, seriously, get on with it. I mean, dude, I don't know exactly what we're talking about here. Oh, you kicked yourself? Yeah, dude, the link is still there, man, if you want to pop back on, brother. That Guardian of the Galaxy and the new movie looks good. You think it looks good? I haven't seen it yet, man. But I don't know. I'm a purist when it comes to comics, dude, and those Guardians of the Galaxy is just like the Hollywood version. The original Guardians of the Galaxy weren't anything like that. But I did say this, and I'll stick to my guns. The Guardians of the Galaxy movies were enjoyable. I just I didn't I hate it when they make up new characters, or they change characters. Like that's not Dax, and that's not the daughter of Thanos. If you read the Infinity Gauntlet series, you know what happened to the daughter of Thanos. So it's again, I'm called a purist when it comes to comics and everything. I don't care. All right. I read my comics. I wanted to see my comics on the stage. I wanted to see them on the screen. I wanted to see them the way they were written. I didn't want to see a bunch of people that don't know how to write stories ruin my characters. Oh, dude, it's all good, man. Yeah, dude. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Dude, yeah, bro. You guys are awesome, man. All right, so next story. Let's get this shit done. All right, so, I don't know how to feel about this one. This one's kind of close to home to me. Very close to home. So this is Washington Free Beacon. DOE touts 200 million grant to lithium battery company as boon to American made clean energy. This is more climate change shit. The company operates primarily from China. All right. So President Joe Biden's Department of Energy is touting a grant to a lithium battery company as a move that would help herald the shift to green energy and ensure the United States in cultivating domestic sources of energy. It did not say, however, that the Texas company receiving the grant operates primarily from China and is under scrutiny from American financial regulators. All right. Wow. How do we address this? Yeah, I know, dude. I know. You're talking about the comics. I know. All right. So we're going to give $200 million so that we can go green energy, which has been proven that we don't. I mean, time and time again, the giant graveyards of the solar powered cars that don't work anymore. Okay. You know, time and time again, we've proven that the way that they want to handle green energy does not work. And we're going to pump 200 million into a company that's ran mostly from China. How much of this government corruption do we have to see before we just say, look, enough's enough? You know, like one, I don't think anyone needs to be giving China any money. And number two, if we're going to focus on green energy and focus on, because I'm all about finding another source of energy, guys, that is cheaper and cleaner, of course, but not at the cost of our economy and not at the cost of, you know, I don't know, the very livelihood of our nation. Just a thought. Okay. But giving 200 million to a company that's mostly ran from China. I mean, wow. While the DOE described Microvast, name of the company, let's highlight this. This might come up later, so let's remember that. As a majority U.S.-owned company, so they lied, traded on the NASDAQ and headquartered in Stafford, Texas. I don't even know what that is. Financial records show the company operates primarily out of China. Microvast itself says the Chinese government exerts substantial influence over the manner in which we must conduct our business activities and may intervene. I'm not surprised. At any time with no notice. The company was also recently added to a Securities and Exchange Commission watch list of Chinese companies that are on track to be delisted from the NASDAQ for failing to comply with U.S. auditing requirements. So we're going to give money to a company that can't even follow U.S. auditing requirements. That's taxes, by the way. So yeah. America. $200 million. All right. I think that okay. Now this is sad. Okay, and I again, you guys know how I feel about Gateway Pundit. I always have to throw this disclaimer out there. I think they're a little bit on the do as I say, not as I do kind of aspect. I'm showing this because this is the clickbait. Okay. NBA announcer suffers medical emergency live on air video. Okay. Now I have read it. I didn't want to post it because I didn't want YouTube to get pissy about this, but you know, some people are saying that because he got the jab. There's no proof that what happened to this guy is because of the jab. Okay. The Atlanta Hawks play-by-play announcer suffered a medical emergency live on air. Announcer Bob Rathburn, while calling Atlanta Hawks game against Oklahoma City Thunder, started to convulse, ultimately losing consciousness while the cameras were rolling. Per the New York Post, the Hawks have announced Rathburn is now stable condition and was just dehydrated. Here's the
That's pretty amazing. And you said it right. Poised for a kid this young, 19 years old, come out on the floor each and every night, and he feels like he's belonged. So I look for this kid to have a really good first half of the season. And wow, that's pretty amazing. And you said it right. Poised for a kid this young, 19 years old, come out on the floor each and every night, and he feels like he's belonged. So I look for this kid to have a really good first half of the season.
I mean, like, okay, and again, I'm only showing, like, I'm only showing it because it's horrible. I mean, my prayers go out to this guy. I hope he's okay. Bob Rathburn, legend, for basketball announcing. I feel bad for the guy. Okay, but some of the stuff I've been seeing on this is they're trying. Look, the NBA has strict COVID-19 vaccine policy that includes requirement that courtside announcers be vaccinated. Okay, great. Okay, the NBA has set an October deadline for team personnel to be fully vaccinated, left open the possibility it could require a booster shot at a later date, according to the memo. All right, in Minecraft, YouTube, just in case you want to fucking cancel me. All right, the mandate applies to all personnel who work near court, including broadcasters, scoreboard operators, photographers. Security personnel also required are all back of house operations, including locker room attendance. Blah blah. Okay, so again, I am not saying that it doesn't have anything to do with it, but I would like more than just your conjecture or your feelings on it, especially if you're going to do clickbait bullshit. Look, and this is also why I'm showing it, because instead of it being, NBA announcer suffers medical live on air video, okay, how about our heart goes out to, famous NBA announcer, say his name, say, something along the lines of, we hope he's okay. Then say, could it possibly be because we have seen several complications from the jab. Okay. And we know that all of the courtside people have had the jab because the NBA now forces it. Okay. That would have been a much more honest and newsworthy article. Okay. This is the kind of shit that makes the left hate the right. This shit right here. And they do the same shit on the left because the right hate the left for that shit. So I don't like it when either one of them does it. When CNN does it, I call them out on it too. All right. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. It looks like he was having a stroke. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. And I hope he's okay. I agree with you. I know, but see, the heart conditions in Minecraft, okay, I'm not a medical doctor. Do not take my medical opinion. The heart conditions were in the younger men, though, Super Spurge. So just from some of the stuff I've read, I don't think this would have to do with that. Now, they said something about him being dehydrated. Okay, fair enough. I've never seen anybody being dehydrated do that. I've seen guys get the silver bullet. I've seen guys have their thermostat popped. Okay. Never seen anybody do that. That looks like he was having an actual, either, almost like an aneurysm or maybe a stroke. That's what it looked like to me. Okay. So, but I hope he's okay. I only want to play it because, it's not cool whenever people try to do stuff for clickbait. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh, this is cool. Because they were trying to say that it's, on Trump, right? So I thought this was kind of cool because it goes to show you exactly how desperate they are. I really do believe this is just an act of just utter desperation. This is from AP News. Trump organization convicted in executive tax dodge scheme. Okay. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg exit the courtroom after the jury found the Trump organization guilty on all accounts in a criminal tax fraud case. Okay, so this is a giant victory for the left, and Trump's a criminal, and see, we were right the entire time. Trump was always a criminal, blah, blah, blah. Donald Trump's company was convicted of tax fraud Tuesday for helping executives dodge taxes on extravagant perks such as Manhattan apartments and luxury cars, because, no Democrats have anything to do with anything criminal. Right, Mrs. Pelosi? Right. and luxury cars, and repudiation of financial practices at the former president's business as he mounts another run for the White House. Because him running for the White House has nothing to do with it, right? This is AP is obviously left leaning. A jury found 2 corporate entities at the Trump organization guilty on all 17 counts, including charges of conspiracy and falsifying business records. Trump himself was not on trial. They make sure and throw that little line in there, don't they? The verdict in the state court in New York came after about 10 hours of deliberations for 2 days. That's not that long, actually. The conviction was validation for the New York's authorities, who say their 3-year investigation, 3 years. They did this shit for 3 years. This is where our tax dollars are going. 3-year investigations on getting one of Trump's organizations for tax. They're not even calling it tax fraud. Notice that, okay? No one's going to jail. Okay, this was like a slap on the hand for 3 years. I guarantee you this is going to come up in the primaries. Well, one of your organizations was found out for tax fraud. And they'll be like, oh, we misspoke. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, it's, I have to say this. And because, it basically is just a total crapshoot when it comes to this kind of stuff. All right. They upped to 1.6 million sentencing. Oh, that is so fucking stupid. 1.6 million. And they're going to claim this is like this ultimate victory. Okay. But I guarantee you, every single company right now that's billions upon billions or millions upon millions of dollars, if I investigated you for 3 years, I'm going to find something that you did wrong. It's so stupid. I heard a lot of young soccer players died. Yeah. I mean, I've talked about this before. I have several, personal cases where, buddies of mine, friends of mine, their family. And, I mean, there was that horrible video. Oh my God, of the actress. I think she was a foreign actress. She was gorgeous too, beautiful. I think she was Australian. And she had a stroke. And she's like, doing the video and, after the stroke, and she's, she looks horrible. And she's like, crying. And she's like, yeah, they told me to get the jab. And I'll just keep doing what I'm told. It's so sad, man. Oh, yep. I know. So, but, watch the primaries. We're going to see this thing with Trump. It's going to come up. They're going to try to, hang him and say, oh my God, you're a horrible person because your company had $1.6 million in fines. Yeah, no. All right. So this one's, you guys are going to enjoy this. I hope, this one actually is pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this rather much. So hope you guys liked it as much as I do. But if you guys don't know, Elon, let's put this in place. Okay. So there was an FBI agent who was fired from the FBI for, let's just say, nefarious reasons. And James Baker happens to be his name. And he was then hired by Twitter to do what he was doing in the FBI. Now, I have to be careful about what I say because, in Minecraft, okay? But this guy was hired by Twitter specifically to do a specific job because he's good at doing that job. Listen up. Check this out.
The reporter responsible for releasing the Twitter files this week and revealing why the drop was delayed. Matt Taibbi tweeting this. On Tuesday, Twitter Deputy General Counsel and former FBI General Counsel Jim Baker, James Baker, was fired among the reasons vetting the first batch of Twitter files without the knowledge of new management. Here to weigh in, Ohio Congressman and member of the House Oversight Committee, Jim Jordan.
Wait, there's more.
Congressman, how unbelievable is it that James Baker of the FBI goes to Twitter and is still there and still has his hand on the scale here?
Yeah, well, even last weekend, I guess he's still looking at the emails that are going to Taibbi and that are going out to the public. So
something I noticed is he doesn't look very healthy. I hope he's okay. He looks like he's lost a lot of weight, and he looks like he's really tired. So I hope he's okay too.
Talk about the fox watching the hen house here. I mean, come on. So remember, this guy was the chief counsel at the FBI 2016, 2017, when they were spying on President Trump's campaign and President Trump. And then, of course, he goes to Twitter, and he's the counsel who's making the decision. Oh, it's reasonable to assume that the Hunter Biden story, just days before the most important election we have, it's reasonable to assume, he said, that that's a hack and leak operation from the Russians, and which we knew wasn't. And then, of course, now he's doing this over last week. And then, of course, he was.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the guy that tweeted out like the day Trump was elected that we are going to get you impeached. I think that's right. I could be misremembering it. If I am, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's this guy.
He was fired yesterday. So this just shows big tech, big media, big government working together to keep information from we the people. That's the problem. And what I'm committed to doing, what the members of the Republican members on the judiciary are committed to do, is get into the FBI's role in all this. Those weekly briefings they were doing with big tech on the heels of that letter from 51 former intel officials that said it was a Russian disinformation operation. Baloney. They knew it was baloney, and yet they were doing these briefings. So that's the big problem.
So, all right. So now, okay, because it goes on for further. Justin Bieber and Katy Perry got some weird. Yeah. Katy Perry's eye or whatever. Yeah, I didn't see Justin Bieber though, man. Like, because Justin Bieber actually went through like an awakening and realized that he was a total asshole. I don't know if he's still trying to be a good guy or not, but hopefully he gets better. But let me explain something about this, because there's something a lot of people don't understand. This dude, this James Baker guy, gets hired on by Twitter, and he knows Elon Musk is buying Twitter, dude. And I don't think, because even Crowder talked about this during the show today. All right, they're trying to understand how this guy did this and how Elon Musk missed it. All right, I mean, dude. Okay, it's obvious that he's still working for the people that he was working for. I mean, I've heard some theories on this. I like to follow the logic. Logic says this guy's a plant. And I think he was a plant in the FBI too. I think he was in the FBI working for someone else. He's not, FBI. Obviously he was doing something for a specific reason, right? So he goes to Twitter to do the same shit. So he just kind of kept his head down. And then, when they tried to leak that information, he had that huge delay. Because remember, he was, and then I think there was like a 2-hour delay, or like something was keeping them from sending them out fast enough, because I think the original plan was to release them like in sections, and then they can only release them like one at a time or something like that. So, man, James Baker, man, he will go down in history, right? Okay, so as promised, last story before we get to the videos, Balenciaga. I went with Fox News on this one. I felt it appropriate. I very rarely ever put Fox News on here. I try to stay as, biased as I can. But I figured, hell, if I'm gonna have Tucker on, let's do some good shit, right? So if you guys aren't familiar with Balenciaga, I didn't hear about them until about 48 hours ago. I didn't even know anything about them. So Balenciaga is a clothing, purses, shoes, shit, whatever, jewelry. I don't know. They make stuff people wear, and they released a line of clothing for kids and toys for kids, and it was and just in case, in Minecraft YouTube, it was very sexually oriented and incredibly inappropriate, and should not have been designed for children. Okay. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, beginning of the stream tonight, don't fuck with the kids, man. I don't have any kids myself, and hopefully very soon in the future. But they're like, don't fuck with kids. That's just like, I mean, when you break it down to brass tacks, they're innocent. Granted, kids are little shit sometimes, man, for real. Okay, but dude, kids are innocent. Don't fuck with my kids. All right. I'm talking about the country's kids. Leave the kids alone. All right. So here we go. Balenciaga ads are a symptom of deadly disease attacking our kids. Because remember, nothing's happening in the schools, right? Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Your kids are gonna be okay. Yeah, you should check out the I read the Satanic Bible when I was in high school just to be able to know my enemy. And it's crazy the things that are in that book, number one. And what's even crazier is that I'm seeing it more and more and more everywhere I look now. Like they're just implementing those practices. It's fucking crazy. All right. We must no longer put up with the sexualization of our kids. Okay? Check this out.
All right, well, luxury fashion brand Balenciaga is under fire for holiday ad campaigns gone wrong, releasing photos suggesting child exploitation. The brand has pulled the ads following immediate backlash, but the celebrities being paid to wear the iconic clothing, they are mainly staying silent amid the controversy. Fox News contributor Kat Timpf joins us now. Of course, you can see her on exclamation point every night at 11. So I want to read to you from Balenciaga. They said this: we strongly condemn child abuse. It was never our intent to include it in our narrative. The two separate ad campaigns in question reflect a series.
If you've seen any of the pictures, that is total bullshit.
Of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. However, Kim Kardashian, she said this: as for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I'm expecting to see them take to protect children. So she's basically saying, they're apologizing, I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, she's basically saying, look, I don't know if this is going to blow over yet.
Okay. They thought, based off of everything that's going on, that they were just going to post this and everyone was going to let them get away with it. That's what actually happened. They did not expect the backlash to be as big as it was.
I think that's what she's saying. And in that statement, they're saying it was never our intention. You know, what was your intention? Because when this first came out and I saw all these headlines, I can admit my first thought was this has to be some, overblown
look horrible there,
thing.
Kim.
It couldn't really be this
That
bad.
is so
But then you
gross.
look at it and it really is that bad. There, especially the images themselves and the inclusion of that document relating to child porn.
There's like a
There
black
really is no
condom.
possible defense for what you like. If you were going for something else here, please tell me what you were going for.
You're right. But the fashion
Yeah,
company
what
is
else could
suing
you
the
possibly have been
production
trying to
company that
advertise?
shot the photo.
Yes, because I'm sure this luxury designer has absolutely no input in its own ad
Right.
campaigns. You don't have to
And
be a
if they
marketing
don't-
expert to understand that that's not
Yeah, and if they
reality.
do- I was just mentioning in the break that Leonard Lauder of the Estee Lauder Company, he's wrote a great book about his career, and one of the things he said is after one incident that wasn't great, not like this, he signed off on every single ad after that as the head of the company.
Yeah.
He said you have to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, especially something like this. It's not something you look at and say, "Oh yeah, of course, this is super." You look at it and you think that somebody would have said, "Hey, maybe we
Celebrity's
should rethink
silence.
this. Maybe we should have someone look at this."
All right.
I'm
so
sure lots of people
there
did.
is you deal in words, right? You write all day long
Yeah.
for the exclamation
Yeah.
point. Here are apparently the top 5 most popular slang words for the past
Okay.
year.
All right. So, and I don't think that it's a coincidence that, yeah, it's been everywhere, man. I like I said, I didn't hear about Balenciaga until like 48 hours ago. I didn't even know what they were. So, but then when the one that really got me though was there's a picture and the picture that I have is it has a little girl, her face blurred out, thank God. But she's holding a teddy bear, and it's in like an S&M sexual outfit. No, I have no idea what you were trying to say there, bro. No, it didn't. No. Anyways, so we're gonna keep seeing this. They're gonna keep pushing the envelope, and I have to say though, I think if this would have happened, I don't know, maybe 10 months ago, a year ago, before people started really waking up, I don't think it would have had the backlash. Yeah, Carol. Yes, that's the one that. Yeah, I downloaded a picture of it. I was gonna put it. Actually, I think I did. I put it on the post. It's on my post for the show, and I gotta say, we're going to keep seeing it. I don't think they're going to stop, because you see the beautiful thing about Satanism and about the belief in the Dark Lord is that they have this belief system, right? That if you silently agree to something that they're trying to get you to believe it or get you to do, whether you understand it or realize it or not, you're saying that it's okay. It's a really weird mind. So basically, if they pour a poisonous drink for you to drink that's going to kill you, if you say, even though you don't know that there's poison in the drink, that you want to drink the drink that has poison in it, by you saying inadvertently that you want to drink that drink, you've agreed to die, and they are not responsible for it. That's their thought process. Yeah, I know. I downloaded the one that blurred her face out, though, on purpose. I did that on purpose. I didn't want to be a part of the group of people that were putting her face on the internet, so I thank God I haven't seen another little girl. I saw there was a picture of a little girl with a backpack. Didn't show her face though. And then I saw some of the other things. I just no. Burn in hell. Yeah, go see your Lord and Master. Okay? Yeah, all of you motherfuckers saying, "Oh yeah, dude, man, go fuck yourself." The fuck, dude. I don't understand how we're letting these people do this. Okay, enough of that bad talk. Let's get into the fun stuff. Okay, so here is the highly educated, stupid people. This is the other part of the video from the earlier one. This was a little snippet from, I believe it's John Talks. You know, guys know how much I like him. He made another really good one. Here we go. Check it out. He called this one Boom. And I gotta say, it's pretty damn good.
These woke, high IQ, stupid people, they're easy to recognize. They hate George Washington. They hate Thomas Jefferson. They hate Dr. Zeus, and they hate Mr. Potato Head.
I love this
These
guy.
woke, high IQ, stupid people, they walk around with Ziploc bags of kale that they can eat to give them energy. Now, if you want to eat kale, that's up to you. I don't eat kale. You know why? Because kale tastes to me like I'd rather be fat. And these high IQ stupid people, the wokers in charge in Washington, D.C., the berserk wing of the Democratic Party, they hyperventilate on their yoga mats if you use the wrong pronoun. They're all over Washington, D.C. They walk around with Ziploc bags of kale.
I love that. Ziploc bags of kale, man. Oh, dude. High IQ, stupid people, man. Oh, dude. Okay, so let's catch up. Gimp Gear has time and place and a child's. You and me are 100% on that. 100%. Yeah. Dude, Marcos, what's up, bro? Dude, welcome, man. Oh my God, it's your first time on my show. Guys, Marcos is a fellow Marine. Check out my shit, bro. Look at my shit. Yeah. Pimping up in this crib, bro. For real. Remember, I'm infantry. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, man. Bags of kale. I mean, okay, I think I'm gonna get, because there's like shirts I want to make, and Ziploc bags of kale with like a dumpster fire underneath it sounds like a pretty good shirt. I'll make it sure it's that soft cotton too. I was part of the historic Spanish sword group, which I learned about secret decoding language until I ran across this occult guy trying to invite me into his weird group. Got to be careful with the cult motherfuckers, man. They'll sneak up on you too, like bad. No, not the Ziploc bag of kale cult, dude. I'm telling you, man. And he's not wrong though. You can identify these motherfuckers, dude. And I'm not just talking about the ones with like 3 colors of hair with the tattoo "never touched by man" on their neck. Okay, I'm not just talking about the short, ugly lesbians either. All right. So, man, dude, yeah, you missed You missed the first part of it, but hey, dude, it's this. You're in the fun part. I always do the serious shit first, then I do the fun part next. So, dude, he is a pew pew guy. Yes, pew pew. Yeah. By the way, we didn't call him pew pews when I was in the service. They started calling the military guys started calling him pew pews after I was like out for like 7 or 8 years. I was like, what do you mean? What's a pew pew? I didn't know it was funny. Oh, the crayon thing was a new thing too. That wasn't Marcos, the crayon eater shit. That actually wasn't when we were in. That actually happened like half a decade or more after I got out. I went into this group saying the Vatican was the one making wars. I left because I couldn't take them seriously. Dude, I've actually gotten to an argument before I got kicked off of Next Door with this woman, and she legitimately pays people monthly for a room underground because she thinks the sun's going to blow up in 7 years. Swear to God. Got to be careful out there, guys. Ding. Simplify. Hoorah. That means always faithful, guys, for those of you who don't know. I didn't know they even called them pew pew guys. No, pew pew. It means gun, not pew pew guys. Like whenever we see a pistol, we say, "Oh, look, he's got a pew pew." That's it's a military thing now. So, oh man. Okay, so next funny video, and I don't know where Derek. I think Derek's sleeping. Marcos, Derek, and Rebecca are usually here, but Rebecca is probably just waking up, if she is even waking up right now. I don't think Olaf's going to make it either. I was kind of hoping Olaf would come in tonight. We were going to do G.I. Joe talk. Whenever Olaf does make one of my shows, though, I promise you guys a good solid 20 minutes of just straight up geek G.I. Joe talk. For real. He's Cobra. I'm Joe. All right. Let's see here. We got, dude beating on chicks. That's what I'm calling this one. Okay. This is another Joe Rogan clip. Now, a little bit of background on this. Okay. I'll reach that in a second. So this guy joined the UFC fighting chicks. He didn't tell them that he was a dude for like 20 years of his life or whatever. So he's not like the other guy that went all the way to the top beating on chicks in UFC. Okay. This guy went in pretending to be a chick and then got outed. That's the difference. Okay. I seen a lady on YouTube, things the sun's made out of CG. Okay. No, I just like to say pew pew. No, seriously, we call guns pew pew now for whatever reason. Pew pew. It's a lot of crazy people. Yeah, dude. We're gonna do. I'm gonna make a whole like video for you guys about what not to do when fighting someone, and because there's so many videos out there. Marcos, I know Marcos knows about this too. There's all these guys that think they know how to fight, and what to do. We got a little video we're going to watch in a minute about what to do. And I always think it's hilarious, and I'm not an expert by any means, but there's like certain shit you just don't do, So anyways, dude. That's what we're about to talk about. Yeah. So Timberghini just made a good point, but here we go. I'm going to get this thing loaded up so we can watch this shit before I blab away too much. All right. Here we go.
So many people were calling me a bigot because of this Fallon Fox thing. It was stunning because it was so confusing to me. I'm like, I'm talking about defending a biological woman. Like these biological women, at least 2 of them got the fuck beaten out of them by Fallon Fox before they found out that she used to be a man. I'm like, that's not an issue to these people. And so this one woman said, she's always been a woman. And I said, okay. She impregnated a woman and got her pregnant. I go, what about then? She goes, even then.
Yeah.
So even then, she was a woman. She was a woman. She was fucking a woman with her dick and getting that woman pregnant. Like, we are in fantasy land.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's not even fantasy land. It's like we're in Clown World 2.0, man. I mean, yeah, dude. Oh, dude, no, man, dude. The fact that you even came in at all, man, you're always welcome, Timberghini. I remember you from way back when, bro. Thank you for coming in and seeing me. I think when the guys get big, they forget about the chat, you know. And for those of you that have been with me from the beginning, you know that I just came on YouTube like less than 2 months ago. And one thing that I hope never happens, and you guys got to keep me honest about this shit, is the fans are the ones that make YouTube. It's granted, you have content creators, people that have the gift of gab, whatever, people that don't get embarrassed, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but dude, I do this shit for you guys. That's the whole point of this. You know, if I didn't have an audience, I would have people watching my stupid videos, because I even think my videos are stupid as shit. Okay, so but the whole purpose is just to, you know, give you guys something to entertain yourselves with, and, you know, maybe help you guys escape, you know, the mundane society bullshit, the rat race every now and then. That's all this is for. So Tim Reganey, don't you dare apologize, bro. You have a great night. Be safe. Do your thing, man. All right. So, okay. Now, about that dude. Okay. He was always a woman. No. Again, the clown world aspect and the delusion is insane. Okay, I'm going to play a video in a minute of a woman who and her idea of life. It's crazy. Okay, and you see this more and more and more. And I blame social media. I blame YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. It's turned people's brains into mush, man. Like, you got to think for yourselves. You got to think outside the box sometimes. And a lot of the times, I don't think people really I don't think people think clearly when it comes to certain shit. I really don't. And this is one of those situations where, so when he impregnated a chick with his dick, he was a she? Yes, always. You're being transphobic right now, and you're causing people to die. You don't even know what the word transphobic means, dumbass. I love that shit. I'm calling this one communism is bad. Okay. Communism bad. Okay. Yeah. The 200 million dead bodies didn't tell us that communism was bad. So here we go.
I'm an immigrant from Eastern Europe, and I've been here for 10 years and a little bit. And if anybody would have told me 10 years ago that I would come a day where I would live in America and American citizens would be in favor of communism, I would have laughed in their face.
What would your message be to young socialists that don't know what communism is?
If you don't learn from history, nothing will save you.
But I want to actually ask
logic,
you,
though, right?
I want you to just say very briefly, what was it like for your family to grow up in these sort of ideas? Why do you hate communism? Why? Because of the suffering that your family went through?
So obviously, I was only 1 year old when communism ended in Romania, so I can't really speak from previous experience, but I have yet to meet anybody in my home country that was in favor of communism. So let me put it this way. When they came in power, they seized all private property.
So let me ask you a question. Are you thankful that you live in America?
Yeah.
That's what 100%. Makes you different than them.
Yeah. Because, okay, we got this guy from Romania, right, who's thankful to be an American. But we got Americans that are saying they're oppressed as they have $1,500 supercomputers in their pocket. They go to freaking Starbucks to get their non-fat latte, and they're able literally to have an abundant amount of information whenever the time they fucking want, in the greatest time ever to live in the greatest country to ever exist. Yeah. So, I mean, no words. No words. If you don't like my country, that your parents and your parents' parents and all the people that have fought and died for your freedom to give you the ability to be here and have the opinion that you want. I mean, dude, nothing's stopping you. Get the fuck out. Go to Iran, where they have freedom to do whatever they want, and, go to Somalia, and, live life the right way, Hey, nothing's stopping you. Right? And I highly suggest to stop by Venezuela and live in there for 10 years too, because it's great in Venezuela, man. Communist YouTube is against self-defense videos on YouTube. I love the Russian slap kung fu, dude. Oh my God, that is great. Where they're just like, that's awesome. Oh, dude, people are fucking stupid. Okay. All right. So this is one of the martial arts ones. Okay. This is a lesson for all of you out there that if you think you know something about martial arts and you challenge a guy that does know about martial arts, don't pull a Steven Seagal. I mean, at least this guy didn't shit his pants, right? So, but it is very important that you watch this and that you learn. For all of you one-uppers and toppers and people out there that think you know shit when you don't know a goddamn thing. Because this guy, you know, he's been on Joe Rogan a few times and he's, you know, tried to be this big Billy badass. It's just, yeah.
So you got to choke me.
Okay.
Here, right here.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
Okay, go.
Remember, he's only using one arm.
I have to turn this way.
Which way?
You're so
Sure,
now
sure.
watch.
Okay,
See now,
go.
watch my.
Your feet?
Yeah.
Is it your feet?
Now my feet.
Okay.
I put this foot behind your foot. Okay.
good.
Now look. See.
Okay,
Now,
you're wrapping that?
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
see, now
wrapping
I
that.
might fall.
Now you're gonna fall. Now watch.
And then we both fall,
Yeah. Now
right?
we fall. Hold
Oh
on,
my
now
God. Oh, look,
now I
look,
bump.
look, we both fell.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this is
yeah,
chill.
yeah, no, this is good for
Now
me now.
I still haven't
So
used
now,
this.
look at my elbows.
Yes, they're
My
tight.
elbows are here, right?
Yep, your elbows
Now,
have nothing to do with
now,
that.
watch this. Turn your head.
And that's not an
Turn
actual
your
real
head,
chokehold
and
either.
then go. Use the weight of your feet.
Yep, but just
Turn.
Yeah.
Use the weight of your feet.
uh-huh.
Yep. Okay, now.
See,
So
turn that
that'll
way.
happen sometimes, right?
But then look, I haven't used this hand yet.
You haven't used that
and then
hand?
I'm just gonna do this.
That's not fun. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
That was,
you gotta give me a second, okay? I mean, because okay, I want to say this is a bit, all right, but I don't think it's a bit. I mean, this guy has said some really stupid shit before. Like, I have no idea who this is or at all. All right, but he looked to me like he actually knew what he was doing. So I'm guessing he's some kind of fighter or martial artist or whatever. But wow, just dude. Okay, now but remember, there are guys out there that talk this shit, okay, and they actually convince people. Okay, case in point, there's all these Krav Maga guys out there, right? And they say they know Krav Maga, and they're specifically targeting women and teaching women Krav Maga. All right. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with a woman knowing Krav Maga. That's not what I'm saying. You guys are going to call me a sexist, the ones that are going to watch this and everything. He's a misogynist. No. Okay. There's certain things about Krav Maga that would not be effective for a female to be able to do, period. And some of the moves they're teaching them is horrible, but they're like teaching like 95-pound women to try to do the whole, you know, bullshit legs wrapped around a dude's head, throwing a 300-pound dude over a cliff type thing. No. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So let's go back up here. Yeah. Caramel. That's great, dude. You see, and my elbows are in. Did you see how his legs went up? I thought that was my favorite part. When his legs go up, that was my favorite part. Carol, it was nothing. It was an idiot. Cover Girl is a joke, dude. Yeah, this guy said he can take. Yeah, no, he was telling Joe Rogan that if someone made fun of him, he would kill him or something like that. And then Joe Rogan called him out, you know, and it was funny. Krav Maga is a joke. Personally, I don't. Okay, I say that, all right, because some Krav Maga actually, some guys that know Krav Maga are actually pretty effective. But Krav Maga is an art that I would say you have to use with other arts. You know, dude, standalone Krav Maga is not going to work. The reason why Krav Maga got so big was because in the second Batman with Christian Bale, they had these two Israeli instructors teaching Christian Bale Krav Maga moves. So then everyone was like, "Oh, I gotta know Krav Maga." It's like, okay, I mean, sure, yeah, all right, whatever. They do like repetitive strikes instead of applying real stuff. I mean, there's short, quick strikes with elbows, like maybe 2 or 3 things that I've seen that I could implement and actually use well, but it's basically just Semper Fu reconstructed is what it is. I mean, that's really all it is. I mean, it's stupid. I I wish I knew a lot more about Conor McGraw to be able to say even more about it, but what I've seen of Conor McGraw is not impressive. It's just not. At least, yeah, not that I've seen anyways. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. I call this one delusion. The delusion level is over 9,000. Oh my God, dude. Some people are wondering why men are choosing to go their own way. Well, she's one of the reasons why.
Gotten so lazy. I'm not doing anything. And then there are men who will say, well, then what are you good for? What's the reason why someone should be with you? You're proving my point. You just want to be with somebody to do everything for you. I want to be with a fully functioning adult.
She's angling for that traditionally masculine kind of man. That probably is what attracts her. Obviously does not want what she wants. She doesn't want the softer, more feminized man that's cool with the 50-50. See, this is the issue. Can't negotiate attraction. The men she don't want would offer her what she wants, but they're too feminine. The masculine men she finds attractive that she wants doesn't want what she's offering. Hence the disconnect.
And the absolute 100% delusional level of bullshit. I watched this one video, and doesn't bad sparring Conor McGraw videos save for left. Yeah. I've seen some pretty bad videos, dude. It's pretty bad. So I watched this one video. I haven't been able to find it again since I saw it, but okay. So it's this fat black chick, right? Sorry, Quentin, when you watch this, dude, but she was fat and she was black, and she's like, she can't. Okay, in the video, she's like this one, and she can't even like stand up to make the video. She's like kind of on her side, and she's like, a real man works a 16-hour shift, comes home, rubs my feet, cleans the kitchen, the bathroom, and then cooks his woman dinner. And then does it all again the next day. That's like a video on YouTube, dude. And she's being 100% serious. She ain't joking, man. She's like, and if you can't do that, then you ain't no real man. It's like, bitch, get the fuck out of my house. The fuck? Taking up space on my couch? Shit. Gotta replace you with a newer, better model. Also, ninja videos make me laugh too. There is, hey, look up Black Ninja on YouTube, man. I'm gonna start watching some more videos from see if he's legit. But dude, he was doing some pretty crazy shit. But you're right, most of the ninja videos are pretty bad. But type in like Black Ninja Extreme, I think it's something like that. But he was pretty cool, man. He's like super chiseled. I don't know if it's fake or not. I gotta see some more videos to be sure. But I mean, even if it is fake, dude, that's a lot of freaking editing. So it was pretty cool, though. I found this from Mexico called Ninja Muay Thai. What? Okay. All right. That's weird. Let's see here. I'm calling this one the perfect example of how weak we've become. Okay. And this is an Andrew Tate video. So, okay. All you feminists out there that are watching this, hating me, wishing that I die and everything, this is trigger warning. It's Andrew Tate. He's going to make you mad because he's going to spit facts. Okay. So just preparing you. Okay. So get ready for some realism. It's going to happen.
Emotional strength is actually more powerful than physical strength. Because the fact of the matter, no matter how physically strong you are, somebody bigger could come along and beat your ass. But it's emotional strength that helps you survive the ass beating.
You're right. Just because you don't want to go through the bullshit it requires to be a physically dangerous individual does not mean physical dangerous individuals are not respected by society. And I'll tell you one more thing. One more thing. If me and you were to stand side by side in front of 100 women, in front of 100 fucking police officers, 100 fucking enemies who want to kill us, whatever it is, they would all choose to fuck with you before they choose to fuck with me. Because they'd look at me and I have a certain status and a certain presence which comes from my physical stature. Not just because of my capability, but because of the things I've gone through to become this physical specimen of man. They know I'm not the kind of guy who you really want to mess with. They look at you and go, he is a victim.
You're a victim,
my friend, and it's your own choice.
I mean, like, okay, and also something else too. This guy just fails to understand is that he lives in the epitaph of humanity. Okay, he says emotional strength is actually better than physical strength. Dude, if you'd have lived in the 1500s, your emotional strength would mean shit. Shit. Go to the 1800s, the early 1900s. Is your emotional strength going to help you survive the Depression, World War I, World War II, the freaking Dust Bowl? What about the Bunny Roundup? You wouldn't even be able to survive the locust storms or the freaking Bunny Roundup from the Dust Bowl, you dumb shit. Emotional strength is better than physical strength. That's a dude that's never dug a hole in his life. Like ever. Like he's never picked up a shovel. Not once. His hands are soft like fucking a baby's ass, man. Douchebag. Dillard and I watched a video of a dude demonstrating ninja gear sold in his online store. Dude kept hurting. Oh, dude, can you send me that video? Can you send me that video? Dude, that would be absolutely amazing to watch. Oh, that can't use nunchucks. I told this this is not Muay Thai or ninja. The dude was exploiting his girlfriend for views. Hey, you know, dude, whatever gets clicks for these dudes, right? I mean, yeah, Muay Thai, what Muay Thai ninja? Dillard and I are YouTube ninjas. We just don't show off. Hey, gotta be who you are, Carol. Also, they changed his title, then said it was not Muay Thai, but Muay. I remember what the fuck is Muay Baran? Did he just make up the name, trying to fit the narrative? Oh, dude, so that's the okay. I was laughing when I saw this bad sparring video. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll see if I can find it. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, did you see the fact that he had pink hair? I mean, if we want to get down to brass tacks, I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, this is a really important video. This is one of those kind of hits home with me. For those of you that don't know, my family is like a complete just shit show. My close family. And I was the black sheep from the family because I basically didn't want to be a loser. You know, I didn't believe in racism or sexism or bigotry or whatever. I wanted to actually go out and see the world. I didn't want to stay in this little tiny pocket. And I don't exactly have the best parents in the world. Okay, we just leave it at that, you know. But this is pretty hardcore shit. So listen up. I talk about this a lot. I make videos about it. I've got video of the red pill and women and MGTOW and stuff like that. So this one, it goes out to the men and women that I'm trying to get this message to. So please pay attention. Okay, this is pretty important.
63% of youth suicides are from single mother homes. 90% of homelessness and runaway children are from single mother homes.
You can't put that on the mother.
85% of
No.
children who show behavioral disorders are from single mother homes. 80% of rapists with anger problems are from single mother homes. 71% of high school dropouts are from single mother homes. 70% of youths in operated institutions are from single mother homes. 80% of all the youths that are in prison are from single mother homes. This shows that boys and girls need both their mother and their father. And I will tell you, as a father, I know from raising my son that he needs both me and his mother in his life.
Both. Okay, not one, not the other, not visitation, both. And you know, when I first started doing research into this, this was years ago when I first heard about this stuff. I've never heard of it, bro. Damn, you're educating me now. Fuck. Muay Baran? But what the fuck would that have to do with Mexican Muay Thai? It's so stupid. Fucking that guy was just crazy, like you said, probably exploiting his girlfriend. But when I first started doing research into this back in 2015, I heard about the 70% of people in prisons were from single mother households. Now remember, that's not men in prisons, that's both. 70% of people in prisons today are from single mothers, not single father households. Single father households is significantly less. I didn't want to believe it. You know, I come from a single parent household. My father got custody of us. And that's a good point. You know, you're absolutely correct. I do believe that is a constant too. And you know, I went down this huge rabbit hole of all these things that were happening. And okay, and this is something that I've been trying to answer for years too. So I've been studying this for so long now. Okay, if you go back to desegregation, okay, basically when desegregation happened, something happened. Okay, the single motherhood rate started growing exponentially after desegregation. This is 1919, and there's no like one thing that you can point it to, okay? Because I mean, you got sanitary napkins, tampons, and birth control. Okay, that's a huge thing that changed women's lives, right? But then you have the integration in the 1950s of women in the workplace. That was a huge deal, but none of them can be cited as the actual reason why the single motherhood rate kept going up. And you've never seen it before in history. And let me be blunt about this, okay? I'm talking in the history of the world. We've never seen this before. So after desegregation, man, and this is all around the world too. Now, America is obviously one of the worst places, but we're starting to see it more and more and more and more now. And not even in just the Western culture. We're starting to see it all over the world. So and this is and again, it doesn't represent a lot of the households because believe it or not, there still is a majority of households that have both parents. It's something like a 61% ratio. Okay. But the mere fact that you have 70% of the prison population coming from single motherhood houses, that's insane. Just saying that out loud is insane. Okay. Let's see here. There we go again. That's why they're going to be a lot of incel guys. Hey, dude, aren't the shooters normally incel men, right? Because they want to eliminate. Yeah, dude. Yeah. But it's real, guys. Okay. It's and I'm not trying to pick on the moms. Okay. Let me be specifically clear here. All right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, we have to have both parents, man. I don't think the family unit was designed to be with only one parent. I mean, it's obvious. You need the mother and the father. We've existed since the beginning of time because we have each other, not because women went one way and dudes went the other way. No, the only reason we've survived and we have all the cool shit now is because men and women have worked together since the beginning of time. I mean, dude, okay. Here's a very good point. If women weren't around to tell men when we're doing stupid shit, it's not like our best friends tell us not to do the stupid shit. They're the ones handing us the beer. Okay, I'm being funny, yeah, but I'm making a pretty good point too. Okay, we got to have each other, man. And besides, women are really hot. And I think women find dudes pretty hot too. So, heterosexuals. Gotta call that shit out there, right? Okay, this is a treat. I don't even want to say anything. This is a trailer. I will be there opening night. I will see this. I'll probably go back in and watch it again. All right, unless it's woke. I can't see any woke shit. So I'm gonna go with the fact that I don't think it's woke, but enjoy because this movie is going to fucking rock. Okay? Yeah, this is gonna be a very fun, very awesome movie. Cocaine Bear. Enough said.
Medic! Oh, Jesus. What is that?
Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it. No, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Let's see what kind of effect that has on you.
The bear, it fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Oh shit! Get high,
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with the man forever.
Apex predator. High on cocaine. Out of his mind. Oh man, you fucked.
Oh, that bear!
Shoot it, man!
Dude! Best
Get higher, baby, and don't ever come down.
We have such good luck in nature.
It kind of reminds me of the scene in the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre where all of the woke PC snowflakes are like in the bus and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so canceled," and he just slaughters all of them. That's exactly what that reminds me of. Oh my god, I'm gonna enjoy that so much. Yes. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. I'm going opening night, man, and yeah, I'm gonna love it, dude. Oh, dude. This reminds me of that movie, The Zoo Animal Drank PCP, then started to. I never saw that. I gotta see. No, right, dude. I mean, like, especially the part where like he takes the fat female cop and just starts like, and she obviously he fucks her up pretty bad because she's in the stretcher, right? Oh my god. And I love that actress too. She's awesome. Everything she's in is good. I mean, she was one of the main bad guys in Justified, and her character was fucking badass, dude. In Justified, by the way. By the way, TV series I recommend that just came out, Tulsa King. Go check it out. Sylvester Stallone plays a mobster. Yeah. 75-year-old badass mobster, dude. It's pretty good, man. I gotta say that, dude. So go check it out. Tulsa King. It's on, believe it or not, it's on fucking Prime. Now, it's on episode 4, I think, and they haven't gone woke on it. Some of the things in it, they're trying to push the line, I think. Like, and I can't tell if they're trying to tease it or if they're trying to make fun of it. But it's good though. Go check it out. All right. Bear, yeah, I know bears can't climb trees. Of course they fucking can. Yeah, that piece of movie was made in the 80s. Dude, I haven't heard of it, man. I gotta get to check it out, dude. Okay. All right. So that was fun, right? Right. Okay. And then I got 2 more for you. This was just a really cool little video. It's 18 minutes long. We're not going to obviously watch the 18 minutes, but it's a 70 car pileup. I think that's what it's. Yeah, 70 car pileup. So we'll just kind of fast forward, but it's like watching a train wreck, right? Right? Yeah. And it gets better. It's in the snow. Okay. So 70 car pileup in the snow, just gold. Iowa. No sound. Okay, so it's just a beautiful snowy day. Okay, and everyone is going to be happy, and we're going to go see Grandma for Christmas. And I made, a fruit cake, and the fruit cake is amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Let's see. Where is the first? It gets about right. Here we go. Okay. So for whatever reason, they delay it. Here we go. So, and then he stops because it was that diesel truck that did it to begin with. See that diesel truck up there? It's right there. You can't really see it. And then this guy's like, okay, well, I got to stop, right? All right. This guy doesn't slow down. He has to go off the road. This guy didn't slow down. He goes off the road. He didn't slow down. He goes off the road. And then we'll fast forward it to about right here. This is when it starts getting really good. Look at that. Look at that shit. There's one on the side, crunch. And then I think, yeah, see, they don't stop. They just keep like smashing into each other. So, okay, boom! That guy was going like 50 miles an hour. Oh, fuck. Oh no, the diesel, yeah. I'm gonna die. Look at the little fucker over here running. Damn. Oh no, another one. I mean, okay, so I guess I don't want to like, make fun of him too bad, but I guess they couldn't really see. But I mean, look at that dude though. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, this is oh, damn. Okay, someone died with that. Shit. Fuck. That car has been hit like 3 times now. Look at this dude right here. He's like, no, stop. You're killing us. Oh, shit. Okay, that one kind of stopped. Well, he used the other car to slow them. Oh, boom. Can they not see them? This dude's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm out. Damn. Okay, here comes another huge boom. That guy has a bunch of cars on his trailer. Okay, so I can understand the bigger trucks. I get that they can't slow down because they're so big. But look at all the people, man. They're all running. They're like, get out of here. We're going to die. That's fucking great. And then the camera, dude, these motherfuckers are watching it happen. No way. Okay, so then they change angles about right here. So I guess this is the beginning. Oh, no, on the other side. Okay. I'm trying to see if it crosses over. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's just showing the van. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. 70-car pileup. Boom, boom, boom. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I don't know if you guys have ever been in an accident before, but yeah, no. Dude, it was called The Wild Beast. Okay, The Wild Beast. I don't think I've ever seen it. So they drank PCP? Is that what happened? IMB, okay. The movie was called The Wild Beast 1984. I gotta check that out, dude. Damn. Yeah, I know, right? Big ass fucking thing. They can't stop. I mean, maybe they couldn't stop, but I mean, I was wondering if they couldn't see him though. Pad drivers. The road isn't treated, but they didn't have treads either. And I mean, dude, some of those guys were going like 50 miles an hour though on that road. I mean, it's obviously blizzard conditions. See, that's what I was thinking. So they probably couldn't see them. I mean, that's the only thing that I could even come up with, I would have slowed down. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In blizzard conditions, even if you have treads, you're only supposed to go like, 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. I mean, look, I was driving home tonight in the fog and we were going 20 miles below the speed limit, Yeah. Let's see here. I was in the water supply, the PCP in the zoo. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm probably going to download that shit right now. Whenever we get off. What was it called? It was called Super Beast, The Wild Beast. Okay. All right. I know tons of very unrated. Yeah, me too. I'm a huge movie buff. I've just, I probably did see it. I just don't remember the name of it. There was a really cool lion movie when I was growing up before The Hunter of Darkness or The Hunter in the Darkness came out, and it was about these lions in Africa and it was a really brutal movie, like super brutal, like lots of blood and gore, and they were just like killing everybody, dude. If they got stuck in the snow squall, they come out of nowhere almost like a tornado. Hey. But then again, I mean, I don't think people pay attention a lot of times, though, on the cell phone. All right. So I was going to show this last episode, but I missed it. It's just a funny clip, a guy talking about feminism. You guys know that I think feminism is cancer. Sorry, Milo Yiannopoulos, if you ever watch any of my videos. That totally is your line, but I'm using it. I'm not stealing it. I'm using it. But here we go.
Let women vote. I will not sit at the back of the bus. We want equal pay for women. Yo, we want abortions. Screw babies. You want to buy my nudes for $15 on OnlyFans? I feel so empowered. Yeah, I'm a woman with armpit hair. What are you going to do about it? Cis white male. Hashtag kill all men.
That's what it is. It went from we want equal rights, we want to vote to, we want to be in the workplace, earn a living, to whatever twisted sense of that movement has become today.
Clown world. That's what it is. Yeah. And if you try to challenge any of them at all, on anything whatsoever, you're a misogynist completely. So, wow. Guys, great show. Thank you. We had more people on tonight than I've had in a while. The chat's been amazing. Carol, I will go check out that email too. I wanted to let you guys know that again, by the way, I don't know what it is. Let's go check it right now. But I had my first kind of viral video, I think, if you want to call it that. I made a video over at my friend's my parents' house. My surrogate parents, and it did very well. I think within an hour, I believe it was the first hour, it had 1,200 views. It's at 1.7K views. It is my most popular video ever. It is the Buffalo Gun 453 quarter videos. I was just doing it because it was cool, because my basically foster father. He's just like me. I'm just like him because I was basically raised with him. But he's a super gun nut. We talk about guns all the time, and he's got a bunch of rare bullets and rare rounds. And he was introducing me to the 453 quarter 350 round, and wow, I was just fell in love with it. But so congratulations to me, and it's in no small part to you guys. Thank you so much. I mean, it's got 1.7K views. I didn't think I would ever even have a video that would have 200 views, let alone 1.7K. So, and like I said earlier, no homo, but thanks guys. Thanks for everything. Seriously. Obviously, people want to hear what I'm talking about. So you guys keep watching. I'll keep making the videos, and I promise that even when they decide to ban me or whatever, I don't care if I have to go to Rumble or whatnot, but I'm not going away. I'm going to stay here. I'll keep doing my videos, and I'll keep doing my live spots, and I'll keep saying the shit that nobody wants to say and talking about the stuff that everybody's afraid of. What do we got? Let's see here. We got some more chats. Italian director in the 80s made a lot of gym. Yeah, dude, there was a lot of Italian movies that were really good. Agree. I like Giallo movies. Is that what they were called? Giallo movies? Congrats. Well, thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you. Okay, so Sunday, I'm forgetting about Sunday's show. I'm gonna try to get there's a guy that I met on the Midnight's Edge the other day, Olaf. I was telling you guys about him earlier. I want to do a show on just G.I. Joe. I was thinking about it, and G.I. Joe had a huge, massive impact on my life as a child. And as you can see, I have figures and whatnot, and I do remember the cartoons, and there's a live stream on YouTube 24 hours a day where it shows nothing but G.I. Joe shows. But I do want to do that. I'm going to do a review of Tulsa King when it's done. I will go over, just basically what it's about. I'm going to watch the whole thing, and then I'll do a review on it. And then, just kind of telling you guys what's going on. But I'm going to try to have some guests come on before I go, because I'm traveling at the beginning of the year. Obviously, I'll be going over to the Philippines. I'm going to try to, start some business over there, trying to get, another source of income. So business is good, and I'm gonna try to get my retirement ready. Because I'm not gonna be 40 forever. GI Joe. Psh, what about the U.S. Little Girls or My Little Pony? You missed my live show. I've got Barbies in the other room. So what I collect. Okay. I watched Care Bears. I didn't watch My Little Pony. It was too girly, but I liked Care Bears. And remember, G.I. Joe had many women in it. Many women in it. Strong, awesome, badass women. Okay. Let's see here. I like the machete on the back you have there. Yeah. That's Zedric. He's made specially for me. And the guy that made him for me, he lives in Mexico. He forged it. It's 100% authentic machete. So one of these days, I have a lot of people ask me, questions about my knives and my blades and my guns and everything. But I'm very particular with my weapons, Super Spurg. I've showed a couple of them on live or whatever. But dude, I like my blades, man. I'm a blade guy. So if you guys are too, you can ask me questions about them if you want to. I didn't care for Barbie. I like ponies and Rainbow Bright. Rainbow Bright. Oh my God. I can't believe you brought that up. That's crazy. I have tons of G.I. Joe toys. I had a lot, and I started actually. Okay, funny story. I'll go after this. I actually was like the first kid on the block that was like, I don't want to open my toys. Okay. And my mom, being the wonderful bitch that she is, was like, well, I bought you the toys, so you're going to open them and play with them. Man, I had the hovercraft from G.I. Joe. I had the Phantom plane from G.I. Joe. I had the F-14 Tomcat. Dude, I had so many I had Alley Viper, dude. You realize if I had Alley Viper in the package right now, he's worth like $700. My favorite guy was Hit and Run. That's the actual Hit and Run of the package. I can't. Well, I guess I could afford to buy him right now, but I really wanted to get the Kmart exclusive Hit and Run. He's the rarest version. He's the one that came with the parachute. I think he's like $1,700 right now, $1,750 on eBay. But I'm a huge collector when it stuff than I should. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. What's that come on? I used to have tons of toys, and yep, it's worth a lot. Yeah, and like for instance, okay, because I kind of came late to Star Wars, right? But an unpunched Boba Fett is mint condition is $12,000. Think about that for a second. Okay, he cost like $1.75 when he came out, and he's worth $12,000. The rarest GI Joe, or not rarest GI Joe, the rarest Star Wars figure is a not Ewok. What was the UTD? What were they called? Oh my God, I forget what they're called now. They had the glowing eyes. They're the ones that drive around in the sand machines and collect the droids or whatever. Oh yeah. I had Jinx, Storm Shadow. I've got Snake Eyes right there. That's Snake Eyes on the. I think you see him. It's his little wolf. What the fuck were those guys called? But anyways, the rarest and most expensive Star Wars figure is one of those little guys, and he has like this weird. For some reason, they printed like 20,000 versions of the toy that had the wrong material for the cloak. It was supposed to be made out of cloth, and then they made ones that were made out of like this plastic. So the ones that are made out of plastic, if it's unpunched, it's like $38,000 for this one figure. $38,000. Okay, from the original Star Wars: A New Hope. Wow. That's okay, man. I mean, dude, some of the GI Joes are worth a lot of money on package too. But I just, I collect certain things, that are even if they're not worth something. Like I've got a couple over here that are just like $60, but they're still like, some of my favorite figures from the Star Wars series. I didn't have a lot of the superhero stuff. I have over, I think it's over 100 Spawn figures because I collected the McFarlane Spawn collection, but I didn't really collect a lot of the superhero stuff. Like Nerdrotic, he's got a ton of old superheroes. Like I had all the shit that he's got. Like when you look at Nerdrotic's wall, that was my childhood room, but he's got them all in packages and shit. And still in really good condition. I don't have them anymore. But guys, I got to go. It's already 11 o'clock. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the show. Oh man, good for you, bro. Good for you. I just clicked bears and get. Carol, you're so bad. All right, you guys take care, man. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get undressed and go to sleep. You guys are awesome. Peace with you. Remember, do good things, guys. Please take care of each other. Look out for each other. Oh, and even if you're alone, even if you're just thinking it's the end of the world, man, it ain't the end of the world. Okay, just dude, trust me, everything's gonna be all right. You guys take care.